Hey everybody, how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Hope you guys are doing good. It's time for end of the week talk, parentheses rambles. And let's just start off with Suicide Squad. I finally went and saw it on Thursday, and I went in not knowing what to expect, and I walked out very pleased. It was a fun movie. It had a good balance of excitement, story play. Okay, here are the things, I'm just going to list off the things I liked. I liked Margot Robbie, I liked Will Smith. They played off each other very well as Harley Quinn and Deadshot. I enjoyed Viola Davis, who played Amanda Waller. By the end of the movie, you honestly did not like her. And that's good. That's what they wanted. I mean, if they wanted you to like her, I guess they messed up, because man, by the end of the movie, you did not like the character of Amanda Waller. They also did this. This is two things they did great. They did this. I wanted more of the movie when I left. I wanted to see more of Ben Affleck as Batman. I'm more excited for a standalone Batman movie with Ben Affleck than I am for any other movie coming out. I'll probably go watch Wonder Woman just to see if it's going to be a colossal mess. Justice League looks, but they actually look good. Wonder Woman looks good, and so does Justice League. It's not like when I saw the first Superman versus Batman, or BVS, whatever you want to call it, I did not want to see it. I'm just like, that looks like a mess. It looks ridiculous. And it was ridiculous, and it was a mess, and it was horrible. But Suicide Squad did something that's hard to do. They took a lot of characters, they put them in a movie, and it worked. And I liked it. And I'm surprised that I liked it after I heard that it was a bit of a mess. I thought it was good. I don't know what to think about the Joker. I didn't have a lot of scenes with the Joker. I don't know what I think about Jared Leto playing the Joker. This is a different take on completely different take on the Joker, and I don't know how I like it. And because I haven't kept up with the comic books for a long time, so I don't know if this is the Joker that's in the comic book. The other thing that is kind of odd, and I'm not going to give like a whole lot of beef to it, I'm surprised that the diehard fans aren't upset about it, is that Harley Quinn, of course, is madly in love with the Joker. That's part of the storyline of Harley Quinn. But the Joker seems to be madly in love with Harley Quinn. And it's weird. There's some weird scenes in there. And it is, I'm not going to lie. You're going to have to go in and you're going to have to say this movie could be 2 or 3 different movies by themselves. It has about 3 different storylines going on. And I didn't really care. I just went in. It's a fun movie. Don't take it seriously. If you want to watch it, go watch it, enjoy it. Don't go in expecting a great masterpiece. It's not. DC and Marvel have always been 2 different comic books for me to begin with. DC has always been a little darker, and Marvel has not been as dark. And the movies reflect that a little bit. And I don't know, I liked it. That's what I'm going to say about Suicide Squad. I really liked it. I don't want to give spoilers. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. And I'm honestly thinking about possibly purchasing an extended version of it if they put it out, just to see what hit the cutting floor, and it might actually make some things make more sense. My Tigers have not done well this week. They have not done well. They have lost 5 games in a row. We got 50 to go. I think they're still a good team. I think as long as they can go in to Cleveland and beat the Indians, and I mean they've got to, if they can go in and sweep the Indians here in the middle of September, in late September, they'll be in a good position to be in first place. I think they've just kind of gotten into a slump. I think they still can pull it off. Are they a World Series contender? I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for the last 50 days of baseball, 50 games. We'll see what happens there. We have college football coming up in 3 weeks. I'm excited about that. The Buckeyes are looking good. It should be a good season for the Buckeyes. Let's talk about Michigan for a second. I just got done reading an article about how Jim Harbaugh will not be a lifer. And I've said that forever. I've given him a shelf life at Michigan of 2 to 3 years. I don't think he's going to make it to 4 years. I think he hates college football. I think he's having fun, but I don't think this is where he wants to be. Now, here's the other thing. Some people have said, well, maybe Michigan is going to make it to the playoffs. No. Michigan may win the Big Ten. No. They've got 3 big road games. They've got to go to Michigan State. They had trouble beating Michigan State last year. If you recall the fumble, the botched field. Anyways, no. They may beat them, but I doubt it. They've got to go to Iowa. They could beat Iowa. But here's the big one. They've got to come to Columbus, and they've got to beat the Buckeyes. Now, that I have a lot of trouble believing they're going to be good enough to come to Columbus and beat the Buckeyes. The only way they win that game is if the Buckeyes beat themselves. And I'm excited because I'm not excited about the first week of college football. I doubt there's any real exciting games. I haven't looked at the full schedule, but Ohio State's playing Bowling Green. I think that'll be an easy win. But about the third weekend is when we'll get some interesting games. Ohio State goes to Oklahoma State. That should be a good road game for Ohio State. It'd be a good test. I haven't looked too much at it, but I'll have to look at the schedules. I'll have to see football's coming up around the corner. I'm excited for it. What a strange week in politics. And I call it strange because I feel, here's what I think. Donald Trump is beating himself. If he could restrain from saying some of the things he says and just stay laser focused on Hillary, stay laser focused on the email scandals, on her tax plan, and on some other things, I think he could easily be winning this. Instead, he goes off on these weird tangents, and he says just the most bizarre things that make no sense. Now, here's why I think it would be easy, because have you heard the arguments against his tax plan? Trickle-down economics did a good thing in the 80s and pulled us out of a recession. So all these people say, well, it's just trickle-down taxes. Obviously forget what Reaganomics and how Reagan pulled us out. It wasn't until trickle-down economics was kind of pulled away and taken away that things began to get a mess. Now the other thing is, well, he's never created a job. What do you think it is when you hire people to build things? It's creating jobs. Hillary Clinton is winning only because Donald Trump is beating himself. And Hillary has not had the greatest week, but she comes out on top because of that. She's got more email scandals, more issues on how things worked when she was Secretary of State, a lot of issues with the Clinton Foundation, all sidelined because of Trump. So it's strange and bizarre election cycle as it has been with two very unpopular candidates. This could be the year for the third party, but the third party just isn't really getting out there. And I don't think it's the year for the Green Party. I've seen Jill Stein. I've heard her talk. It is some really bizarre ideas coming out of Jill. Gary Johnson, I've not really heard much of. I've not heard him talk. I've not heard his plan yet. He's not getting his message out. So I don't think it's going to be year of the third party, but we've still got 90 days, 80 days to election. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the election. It's a bizarre year. This week, I'm introducing my new segment called What Did I Learn? Here's what I learned. Sometimes you're not going to get everything done in a week that you want to get done, even if you work hard. And that is what I learned this week. I learned this week because I didn't get any of my blogs done, and not from lack of working in some aspects. It's just the way the week went. I had Thursday off, which was odd. I don't normally have a day off in the middle of the week. and now I will tell you, I really had some issues trying to just relax by the end of Thursday. I really was kind of itching to work because Thursday night I get a lot of work done. Tuesday and Thursday nights I try to get a lot of work done. And Tuesday night I didn't. I was so. It's been really hot the last 2 weeks here, and I'm telling you, we have not had heat like this in a couple of years where I live, and I have forgotten how much energy heat takes out of you. And it has been in the 90s, high 90s, with 90 to 95% humidity, and like you walk outside and it's blistering hot. Now it's nothing like Arizona or Phoenix where you get to like 120, so I'm not complaining too much. You guys who are in the Arizona area, I feel bad for you because you guys have to put up with 120 and it is just scorching there. What else do we have? What else happened this week? We had some I don't want to talk about that. That's just horrible. That whole thing. Let's try to keep this light. But yeah, hey, here's the thing. If you guys like the comic book movie genre, I suggest going to go watch Suicide Squad. If you have little kids, you may want to watch it before letting them watch it. It is not. It's a little dark in areas. I think it skirts that PG-13. They could have put an R rating on there and it would have suited it just fine. Really, not a whole lot to say this week. I got off work, took the dogs for a walk tonight. Thought it wasn't too bad. Outside was still very warm, but the dogs enjoyed it, and it gets some energy out of them. And really, Jabri she needs it. She gets so nerved up when she doesn't go for a walk. So it was good to get her out and get her walking. Hey, you guys be safe. Drink a lot of water when it's hot because hydration is important. And we'll talk to you next week. And we'll have hopefully you guys have a good week. I hope to have a good week. I'm gonna get some work done here because it's a work day for me because I had Thursday off. And I just need to finish up a couple little things here and there, and should hopefully get a couple blogs out next week. I'll have all my links below. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you later. Bye.